Well, hey there. I have big news. After complaining about doing sports algorithm work for a long time and all the repetitive actions involved with updating um, different sports algorithm files that I've created, I finally just sat down, asked Chat GPT how to automate this process, asked the right questions, and even though Chat GPT didn't give me the right answer, it helped enough that I was able to find Power Query in utilizing it with Microsoft Excel to extract stats from RotoWire. And wait till you see how easy it is to update the sports algorithms now. We're going to talk about NHL today. I haven't done the other ones yet because I spent the night perfecting this one, but this is incredible. And it's just basically it's to the point now where it is as quick as I always wanted it to be, which is you go into this queries and connections area. Okay. Data's queries and connections. Under data, you just refresh all. And all of these queries are automatically going into RotoWire. That's what you see processing here at the bottom. They're running background queries. They're going in and gathering the information that you need from RotoWire and putting them in all these different tables. And now you really don't have to do much at all. Like it's basically done. And so what I'm going to show you is a couple of the tables that you actually do need to update each day every time you roll it forward to another day, or if you want to look at a future day, but it's really, really cool now. So let's take a look at, first of all, what happened on Tuesday, the 25th. It basically did pretty darn well, and it won a lot. Okay. The Islanders won, Dallas won, and Edmonton won, scoring a lot of goals. So according to adjusted win power, it won. Well, I want to show you the 27th, which is Thursday, because I prepared Thursday already because it's now automatic when you just refresh. Now, why not Wednesday? I'll tell you in a second because I'm going to show you Wednesday in a second, but we're showing you Thursday first. So I put in Thursday because I wanted to test if it will predict out into future days, and it will if there are odds and there are goalies that have been set up as projected on RotoWire to do it. So it does do that, and it says Toronto should win. It says really close game where New Jersey barely beats the Rangers and Vegas beats Winnipeg. So that's what it says. But we want Wednesday, right? If you want to watch this video or you want to prepare this file, look at how easy this is. And this is all you have to do. You go to data, you go to queries and connections, and there's two different queries that need to be changed to, instead of Thursday, April 27th, they need to be set to Wednesday, April 26th. One of them is going to be the NHL games, and the other one is going to be the starting goalies. So what we have here is we have NHL games, which are the odds. You go to edit, you right click and choose it, and you go to edit. And it brings you into Power Query. And how I have not found Power Query before in my life, I have no idea, but I found it tonight. And it's unbelievable, and it does exactly what we need it to do. So you go up here in this applied steps here thing, and you go to source. And up here in the source is the code about which day it's pulling right here in this bar. You just need to type 26 and 20 instead of 27. And that's going to change the code to pull the odds from April 26th. And you press enter. And then you go home, load, and lock and load or whatever it is, right? And it is going to just, now it just brought in the odds for Wednesday instead of Thursday. We need to do the same thing for the starting goalies query. We need to change that one to pull just the starting goalies from the 26th. Same thing. We go in here and we go to source. And we change the source to 26. And we're done. Then we go to home. And we go to load and load it. And this is going to give us just the goalies from the 26th. And guess what? We're done. We go over to, we've refreshed everything. We go to the results pivot. We refresh. I mean, you could update the date in the cube. So what it is these two games are on the 26th. So you could update your date in the cube to get your date right, but whatever is showing is just going to show. And voila, here are the games for the 26th. Has Boston beating Florida 5-1. Has Colorado barely beating the Kraken in a pretty close game, 3-2-ish, something like that. So that means that throughout the day now, you now have this set up for Wednesday. If there's an injury report adjustment, you don't have to do anything other than just update all queries. Like the injury report is right here. Injury report 2. You can just right click and refresh this one, just the injury report. If that's all you want to do, just refresh it. And if there's any change in the injury report, it's going to show up and it's going to automatically filter itself in. So there's no more going back and forth to RotoWire to copy and paste this into your file. You don't have to do that anymore. I mean, it's really incredible. I can't believe we're so many years into me doing this, not realizing that this was very, very doable with Power Query. So it's fascinating. I've encountered a couple little hiccups as I've been working with it, but NHL is working great. I'm going to do baseball next because baseball is a huge hassle. And I'm going to be able to tell you guys, no, baseball is not a huge hassle anymore. Baseball is going to just be a situation where you go data and you go refresh all. And then you check like one or two things in your odds and matchup sheet, but it's going to be very, very easy because that action of going into RotoWire, copy, grab a CSV, open it up, copy it, paste it in the file. Forget it. Done. Data's connected. Done. Thank you, ChatGPT. Thank you, AI, for making it so much easier. So I just felt like sharing because I haven't been betting or anything. Of course, if I'd bet according to the algorithm, I guess I would have won all 3 games tonight, which I didn't do. But I did learn how to automate this process, which is just so helpful. It actually makes me want to potentially do more videos about it. Even though I'm going to be working on other areas besides sports, I wanted to kind of get this out because those of you that are maintaining your own files, you'll need to buy an updated copy from me here to get this version with all the queries and connections, but it'll be worth it because all that manual work you were doing before, if you hadn't figured this out on your own already, I'm sure some of you had, but amazing stuff. So I'll get baseball done, I'll get basketball done, and basically the version of the algorithm will have to be one of these major automated algorithms now, so that I don't have these long, extensive how-to tutorial videos. I have a couple things where it says you need to verify in your odds sheet. Like in the NHL one, the only thing that's really complicated at all is in your daily odds sheet is that the odds are going to disappear at the end of the day. So you need to kind of freeze them at some point. If you know the games are going to start and the odds are going to go away, that would mean turning this stuff into values and not being formulas anymore. Once you know that these are the odds you want to keep for the day after the games have already started, because otherwise when you refresh, you're going to lose them and they're going to disappear and you're not going to want that. So at some point you're going to have to freeze them, but that's fine. Once you do that, you've frozen them for the day and they're not going to disappear. And then everything works. It's unbelievable how fast it is now. So that's hockey. Good luck tomorrow. See if the Bruins can wrap up this first series against Florida. Tomorrow, it looks like there's only 2 games. I thought there would be more, but maybe somebody has off. It's possible. So amazing stuff. I will get back. It'll be a baseball video, I think, tomorrow with the complete automated baseball version. We'll see just how quick it really is to update. And you'll be able to look at subsequent days as well. It's going to be amazing because I think you're going to get odds and starting pitchers of future days showing up in this thing. It's going to be, I can't believe it took me this long to figure out how to automate this. And had I known it would have been this easy, I would have done it so long ago. So that's my fault for not making this an easier process earlier on. And there'll be WNBA. I'll do this with the NBA one, even though we're already in the playoffs. I'll do it with the Major League Soccer one. It's just, there's a way of getting everyone's name to matrix properly with this way of doing it, because It seems to be a better way to get access to the database within RotoWire that has all the players and the lineups and everything. You have many more fields to choose from. Like within, if you really see what's going on deep within here as you open up the query editor, something like um, something like we'll say goalie stats, for example. When you open it up, you end up getting a choice of whatever is in the entire database as what you might want to look at as a category, and it's all appropriately streamlined. So that means that there's a list of all the different things that you might want to have right here. You get a choice of all of them, and they properly bring them in the right format. So a lot of the issues that we've had in the algorithms getting people's names to match abbreviated names, that problem kind of, I think, goes out the window and isn't an issue anymore, because when we're sourcing the information from the tables, we have the option to choose their nickname or their full name in any one of the different things we might be grabbing about that player. So that includes lineups or actual stats in all sports. So I'm pretty sure it's going to solve a lot of the frustrating issues, and I'm kind of excited to see how quick this is. You're talking about updating this thing in under like a minute, right? Like every day, that's all of them. That's where I wanted to be. It really is. Then it makes it not an annoying process to update every day, right? So we're already like 90% of the way there. We'll see how it gets there with the other sports, and I will do the other sports and make it work. It just seems to be working with RotoWire. So I will talk to the guys at RotoWire also, make sure that we're paying them for this appropriately. I subscribe, but a lot of these stats seem to be available without a subscription. So available without a subscription, this will work. Just connecting in and getting access to the tables that are there for anyone to download. So it should just be fun. So amazing stuff. All right, guys, good luck. I hope it picks one today. I hope they continue to be winning. And may all the sports algorithms at least be easy to generate. The easier they are to create every day, the more effective they're going to be, because you'll have more time to spend on developing and testing them, and not worry. And oh gosh, another thing is when you're able to get current injury reports and essentially current lineups, then I know with the baseball file, for example, you're just gonna be able to press refresh query, and whatever lineups that have been updated for the day, poof, are just going to be right there for you, and you're not going to have to do any copy paste, right? So you're going to get essentially real-time updates every time you press the query refresh. So should be amazing. I will be doing a couple of videos about one specifically for each sport, because as we were looking over this one for NHL, you can see that there's just these two that you have to change the date in, and you just that's it. The rest of them just all refresh automatically, and you get your projections for the day. So good luck, everybody. Mail your picks be winning. See ya.